Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I'm going to get honest to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the true holy powerful name, who the one that calls God Jehovah. Yahweh Shai is the truly powerful name, who the one that calls Jesus Christ. Now, secondly, I want to get honest to the elders and apostolic millstone, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. All right, so anyway, this is the Butter Magan back from GMS Cow Camp with no identification. Anyway, I'm just back at it with just a quick lesson for today. Going into the topic of respecting or honoring the elders. And like we all know that a major part of being in the truth is you have to show respect to where respect is due. And it's just usually more or less tailored towards, those who've been in this fight longer. Those who've been enduring, pushing, fighting for the Lord on a much longer basis than you have. But anyway, the first precept I got is Sirach 6:34. Stand in the multitude of the elders and cleave unto him that is wise. So it says standing in the multitude of the elders. That means be around the elders, man, because you never know you never know what can you gain from being around the elders. You never know what can you gain from you know uh from just being around them, like their energy, their vibe they give off, man. It's so spiritual. It says, and cleave unto him that is wise, and we all know that the elders always have wisdom, man. They always have wisdom. Sirach 7:14. Use not many words in the multitude of the elders, and make not much babbling when thou prayest, man. So it's mostly just the first part is that use not many words in the multitude of the elders, man. Just don't always be seeking to speak, man. Of course, it's always spirit, man. If the Lord wants you to speak, He gonna have you speak. But most of the times, man, you not like it's not required for you to speak unless unless they unless you know unless it's the spirit or unless they want you to speak. Sirach 7:29. Fear the Lord with all thy soul and reverence His priests. If you don't know what reverence means, it means high esteem, deep respect, man. We got to respect his priests, man. And the priests, the elders are the priests that we should always show reverence to. All right. This is Sirach 32:9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And the great men are the apostles, the elders, the bishops, man. You know, it said make not thyself equal with them. Like, of course, we fight in the same fight, but man, it's always a wink and fire and order in this thing, man. Like, there's always order. And when ancient men are in place, using not many words, that's like, what we said before, if the elders are talking, man, or the elders are around, man, it's not always best for you to speak. All right. This is First Timothy 5:17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in word and in doctrine, man. That's why in the beginning of every videos we give double honors to the elders because they is man because they laid the way, man. They crawled so we can walk. So like they crawled and walk so we can run. Salakia. And they made a way for us to get this truth, man. That's how we all was able to come into it eventually. You see Hebrews 13:17. Obey them that have rule over you and submit yourself. Who have rule over us, the elders, for they watch for your souls as they must give account. They may do it with joy and not with grief, man. So the elders, they ain't gonna be grievous if you need help or if you have questions or answers and you need answers. Man, they joyous to give you to always be around. They glory to always be around you. especially if you trying to be built up, for that is unprofitable for you, man. Like like these elders, man, are top of the line, man. You got to give account, like they give accounts, they do what is required of them to the best of their ability. So they supposed to be like our role models, the ones we should be inspired to, quote unquote, like follow. Like, all right, but with that, I want to say shalom and abba and kwam yasharal.